Caviar, the ultimate symbol of luxury and opulence. For centuries, these tiny black pearls have graced the tables of emperors, kings, and the global elite. But today, a silent revolution is unfolding. The crown of the caviar world is shifting from the wild Caspian Sea to high-tech digital reservoirs. Hidden within these majestic landscapes lies a technological empire that now controls over 50% of the world's total caviar market with incredible precision. These are not just fish farms. They are data-driven ecosystems where biology meets advanced engineering to produce the highest quality black gold ever seen. The contrast is striking. While the traditional methods relied on luck and nature, the new empire relies on algorithms and constant, real-time digital surveillance. To understand how this shift happened, we must look at the convergence of environmental necessity and the rapid rise of sophisticated artificial intelligence systems. How did a single industry manage to replicate nature's most expensive delicacy? The secret lies behind these screens and the code that runs them. Join us as we explore the digital sturgeon empire, a journey from the depths of the lake to the most exclusive dining rooms on Earth. This is a story of survival, innovation, and the ambitious quest to dominate a multi-billion-dollar market using the power of the digital age. We are witnessing the birth of a new era where technology redefines luxury, making the impossible possible through relentless data analysis and scientific mastery. Welcome to the future of food. Welcome to the era of the digital sturgeon empire, where every grain of caviar tells a complex story. Decades ago, the Caspian Sea was the undisputed heart of caviar production, but greed and overfishing pushed the prehistoric sturgeon to the brink of extinction. As wild populations collapsed, the global supply of caviar vanished, creating a desperate void in the market and a crisis for the luxury food industry. International bans were implemented, but they couldn't stop the demand. The world needed a new way to satisfy its hunger for this exquisite delicacy. The opportunity was clear. Whoever could successfully farm sturgeon at scale would inherit a throne worth billions of dollars in the global economy. The search for the perfect environment led entrepreneurs to vast hydroelectric reservoirs where the water is cold, clean, and oxygen-rich, mimicking the wild. These massive bodies of water provided the foundation for a new kind of agriculture, one that could potentially surpass the productivity of nature itself. The shift was rapid. Within years, farmed caviar went from a low-quality substitute to the primary source of the world's finest and most expensive roe. But farming a fish that takes a decade to mature is a massive financial risk. Success required more than just water. It required total control. Researchers began studying the complex biology of the sturgeon, trying to unlock the secrets of their growth and the development of their precious eggs. Investment poured in, and massive infrastructure projects transformed remote valleys into the world's most advanced aquatic production centers, ready for the digital age. This was the birth of the industrial sturgeon revolution, a perfect blend of environmental necessity and bold capitalistic ambition targeting the global market. The goal was simple: to recreate the taste of the Caspian in a controlled environment, ensuring consistency and quality that nature could no longer provide. These dams provided the constant flow and temperature stability needed to keep millions of sturgeons healthy and thriving throughout their long life cycles. Today, this region dominates the world stage, proving that with enough resources and technology, any natural luxury can be successfully and sustainably industrialized. But the real magic isn't in the water or the cages. It's in the invisible digital network that monitors every single fish, every single second. In this empire, every fish is an individual. Small RFID chips are implanted, giving each sturgeon a unique digital identity that lasts its entire life. With a simple scan, technicians can access a complete history of the fish, from its genetic lineage to its daily feeding habits and health records. This digital tracking allows for unprecedented precision. Farmers no longer guess. They know exactly how each individual is performing within the massive population. Beneath the surface, a sophisticated network of sensors acts as the farm's central nervous system, constantly measuring the life-sustaining parameters of the water. Oxygen, temperature, and acidity are monitored in real time. If even one parameter shifts, the system automatically adjusts the water flow to compensate immediately. Feeding is also automated and optimized. AI calculates the exact amount of nutrients required based on the water temperature and the size of the fish. This level of control ensures that no resource is wasted. Every gram of food is converted into growth, maximizing the efficiency of the entire operation. Artificial intelligence goes beyond monitoring. It uses years of historical data to predict when a fish will reach its peak egg-producing maturity with incredible accuracy. A single operator can manage thousands of fish from a centralized room, using digital tools to oversee a process that once required hundreds of workers. Maintenance is also high-tech. Small robots ensure that the sensitive equipment remains free of debris, maintaining the integrity of the digital surveillance network. By analyzing internal development through non-invasive data, the AI helps farmers select only the best candidates for harvest, ensuring premium quality every time. The integration of hardware and software has turned these farms into high-performance machines, where every variable is managed to produce the perfect caviar grain. This data is the true value of the company. It allows them to scale their operations globally while maintaining a consistent and elite product standard. The digital sturgeon empire is built on this foundation of information, transforming a traditional craft into a modern, data-driven industrial powerhouse for the world. Even the movement of the fish between pens is tracked. The system knows exactly where every individual is located at any given moment of the day. By constantly optimizing the environment, the farm can accelerate growth without using growth hormones, relying instead on perfect conditions and superior nutrition levels. Security is paramount. The algorithms that govern these farms are trade secrets, protected by layers of cybersecurity to prevent competitors from stealing the data. As the sun sets, the digital watch continues. The empire never sleeps, with AI systems working 24/7 to protect the valuable cargo beneath the waves. This is the brain of the operation, a tiny chip that holds the key to a 50% market share and a revolution in luxury. When a fish reaches maturity, the process becomes even more high-tech. Specialists use medical-grade ultrasound to look inside the living fish without any harm. This is a critical moment. The ultrasound allows experts to see the exact size and maturity of the eggs, ensuring they are harvested at their peak.
Look at this.
Precision is everything.
Stunning.
If the eggs are too young, they lack flavor. If they are too old, they lose their firm, desirable texture for the consumer. This non-invasive technique is humane and efficient. It allows the farm to manage its stock with surgical precision, maximizing the value of every single harvest. Once the perfect timing is confirmed, the fish enters a processing facility that resembles a high-end pharmaceutical lab more than a traditional seafood factory. Automation takes over the heavy lifting. Robots handle the delicate eggs with a level of care and consistency that humans simply cannot match at scale. Advanced optical sensors analyze every single grain. They sort the caviar based on subtle color variations, from deep obsidian to rare, shimmering gold and gray. Purity is maintained at every step. Chilled, purified water washes the eggs, removing any impurities while preserving the delicate natural oils and the rich flavor profile. Even with all the technology, the human element remains vital. A master taster verifies the quality, ensuring the digital data matches the sensory reality of luxury. Then comes the salt, known as the malasol method. It requires incredible precision. Too much salt ruins the taste. Too little shortens the shelf life significantly. In this factory, there is no room for error. Digital scales and computer-controlled mixers ensure that every tin of caviar meets the exact same high standard. The mixing process is a delicate dance between man and machine, a final touch that brings out the creamy, nutty flavors of the high-quality sturgeon roe. Vacuum sealing preserves the freshness, locking in the quality that has been carefully cultivated over years of digital monitoring and precision farming in the reservoir. The final product is fully traceable. A quick scan of the label tells the consumer exactly which fish the caviar came from and its entire life history.
This level of transparency and quality control is what has allowed this digital empire to capture the trust of the world's most demanding culinary experts and chefs. From the lab to the container, the cold chain is never broken. Sensors monitor the temperature throughout the journey, ensuring the product arrives in perfect condition. This is the culmination of years of work, a product that is both a biological miracle and a triumph of modern digital engineering and industrial design. What we're seeing is the democratization of high-end quality. Technology has made the world's most expensive food more consistent and reliable than ever before in history. But how did this massive production change the market? Let's look at how caviar moved from the palace to the global middle class. The digital empire didn't just master production, it mastered logistics. Today, caviar travels faster and further than ever before, reaching every corner of the globe. By controlling 50% of the market, This company can influence global prices and supply chains, ensuring their product is always available for high-end clients. Major airlines and six-star hotels are the biggest customers. They require massive, consistent volumes that only a digital industrial operation can reliably provide every day. In the past, caviar was so rare it was almost mythical. Now, while still expensive, it has become accessible to a much wider range of luxury consumers. This is the democratization of luxury. By increasing supply and reducing production risks, technology has brought a taste of royalty to the modern professional class. The economics are simple. Mass production at high standards leads to lower prices. This strategy has allowed the empire to crush smaller, traditional competitors worldwide. Experts point out that by controlling everything from the fish's birth to the final sale, the company captures profit at every single stage of the value chain. Investors love the stability. Unlike the wild market, which was prone to poaching and environmental collapse, this digital model offers predictable and scalable long-term growth. E-commerce has also played a role. Direct-to-consumer sales allow the empire to bypass traditional distributors, increasing their margins and building a loyal, global fan base. For chefs, consistency is king. They know that every tin from this producer will have the same flavor, texture, and color, which is essential for branding. The scale of operation is breathtaking. Thousands of kilograms of caviar are shipped every month, fueling a global appetite that shows no signs of slowing down soon. The marketing has shifted too. It's no longer about old-world tradition. It's about modern science, purity, and the perfect integration of technology and luxury taste. The brand has become synonymous with quality. By dominating the market share, they have set the global standard that all other producers must now follow. This is a true global empire. From the mountain reservoirs to the world's most expensive cities, the digital sturgeon has successfully conquered the high-end food industry. They are building the next generation of consumers. By making caviar more accessible, they ensure that the demand for their product will continue to grow indefinitely. It's an amazing achievement. But as we've learned, every industrial revolution comes with a cost. What is the environmental price of this massive digital empire? The sheer scale of these operations is their greatest strength, but also their biggest challenge. Concentrating millions of fish in one area has a profound impact. A major concern is nutrient runoff. Excess fish waste and uneaten food can lead to eutrophication, a process that depletes oxygen in the surrounding natural water. Local ecosystems can be fragile. Scientists are constantly monitoring the health of the reservoir to ensure that the massive fish population doesn't cause a biological collapse.
Algae blooms are a constant threat. They can kill off local plant life and disrupt the entire food chain of the lake if not managed with extreme care. The Empire is fighting back with technology. They are investing heavily in advanced filtration and waste treatment systems to minimize their environmental footprint on the lake. Sustainability has become a core part of their business model. They know that without clean, healthy water, their multi-billion-dollar empire will eventually crumble and fail. It's a delicate balance. The pursuit of profit must be weighed against the responsibility to protect the very nature that makes this luxury product possible in the first place. Critics argue that we are simply moving the problem from the ocean to the mountains. They demand even stricter regulations and more transparency from these giant corporations. The technology itself can be a double-edged sword. While it allows for better monitoring, it also enables a scale of production that nature was never designed to handle. The question remains, can industrial luxury truly be sustainable? The digital sturgeon empire is the test case for the entire future of our global food systems. Some farms are already experimenting with circular systems, turning waste into a resource. This could be the key to making the empire truly sustainable for the future. There are no easy answers. We must decide if the benefits of innovation are worth the risks to our planet's most precious and fragile natural resources. Ultimately, the success of this empire will be measured not just in tons of caviar, but in its ability to coexist with the natural world forever. The challenges are real and the stakes are high, but the drive for innovation continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in the digital age. Even in the face of nature's power, the digital surveillance system remains vigilant, protecting the black gold and the future of the luxury caviar industry worldwide. Every fish represents a decade of care and a massive investment in technology. The empire cannot afford to fail, neither economically nor environmentally, for its own survival. The next frontier is moving completely out of the natural lakes and into land-based recirculating aquaculture systems, or RAS, for even greater and total control. These closed-loop systems eliminate the risk of environmental pollution and allow caviar to be produced anywhere in the world, even in the middle of a desert. Renewable energy will power these future empires, making the production of luxury foods not only high-tech, but also carbon-neutral and truly green for the planet. The line between nature and technology will continue to blur. In the future, every grain of caviar might be the result of a perfectly tuned digital symphony. Luxury will be defined by data and transparency. Consumers will demand to know every detail of the food they eat, and technology will provide the answers. The digital sturgeon empire is just the beginning. Other high-end foods, from Wagyu beef to rare truffles, are already following this technological path to global dominance. We are entering an era where we no longer harvest from nature, but partner with it through the medium of advanced artificial intelligence and digital design. The dream of the perfect, sustainable luxury is within our reach. It requires courage, investment, and a relentless belief in the power of human innovation and technology. As we look back on this journey, we see how far we've come, from a dying wild population to a thriving, high-tech global industry worth billions. The story of caviar is a testament to our ability to adapt and reinvent. It shows that even the most ancient traditions can find a new home. In every bite, there is a piece of history and a piece of the future. A perfect balance of taste, technology, and visionary industrial strategy. The true victory is that this luxury is no longer a symbol of destruction, but a symbol of what is possible when we use technology for good. The digital legacy is secure. The algorithms will continue to learn, the sensors will continue to watch, and the sturgeon will continue to thrive and grow. We have created a new kind of wild, a digital wild where we are the guardians and the beneficiaries of nature's most incredible and valuable gifts today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the digital sturgeon empire. It's a journey that has changed the way we think about luxury and food. From the depths of the water to the heights of the digital cloud, the empire is here to stay, redefining what it means to be truly elite. Is this the end of the traditional world, or just the beginning of a much better one? The answer lies in the taste of the future itself. The next time you enjoy a grain of caviar, remember the algorithms, the sensors, and the vast digital network that brought it to your elegant table. Are you ready to embrace a world where AI creates your most luxurious experiences? The digital sturgeon empire is just the first step in that direction. The future of luxury is digital. The future of caviar is here, and the journey of the digital sturgeon empire has only just truly begun for us. Join the conversation and tell us, what other luxury foods should we transform with the power of technology? Until next time, keep looking toward the future.